Hi everyone, Dr. Amy Avalar with Acupuncture Practice Systems, and this video is going to highlight two things that you can start doing today that cost you $0 and will help boost acupuncture practices everywhere. And the second one is probably even more important than the first, but the first one is going to be awareness. We all know acupuncture is an amazing medicine, but the public does not, right? That's one of the big issues is there's a disconnect between people knowing about acupuncture and all of its benefits and us having empty schedules. If nobody knows what we can do, our schedules are going to continue to stay empty. However, if you can get it out there of many ways to do this, right? If you can get out there the benefits of acupuncture, the types of things that you're treating, and this can be done on your business social media pages, this can be done on your personal social media pages. You can post it to your business and then share it. Make the original post on your business page, share it to your personal page. You can do all sorts of content, like here's a list of things that I treated this week in my clinic, or, congratulations to my fertility patient who just announced that she's pregnant this week, or, testimonials for patients who are experiencing relief in any number of areas, right? If you're trying to cultivate a specific type of clientele, you're going to want to post things more relevant to that specific group of people, those ailments that group of people that you're trying to have as your main clientele would be dealing with. But honestly, you could post anything. You could post that you just restocked an herbal formula that has been flying off the shelf that is wonderful for allergies, that a lot of your allergy patients are taking. And if you're somebody who's struggling with allergies, schedule an herbal consultation so we can make sure that this herb formula would be a great fit for you. There's literally a million different ways that you can market acupuncture through social media posts. That's just one example. Asking patients for testimonials, asking patients for reviews, that helps boost your online reputation. And then you take those testimonials and you post those on social media, right? Again, so many different ways that you can do this. We actually, if you're a member of Acupuncture Practice Systems, we have a library of social media resources and posts within the membership that you have access to for free for literally endless social media content. Inside the Practice Systems membership, you can actually also take those images and use the link to customize them, to add your logo, your colors, so you're not just reposting the same exact thing that we've posted. You can edit it in any way that you want, but the content, the ideas, all of that is part of the membership. So awareness is going to be a huge thing. Lots of ways to create awareness, but the more aware the public is of what acupuncture can do, the more people who will be looking for an acupuncturist. Number two thing that you can do today that also costs you no money is to make sure that when you have patients who are coming in and receiving a treatment from you, that they are having an amazing experience. This can be things like making sure you're starting your patients on time, not asking patients to reschedule because, you wanted to leave work early or whatever other inconvenience might have happened, right? Obviously emergencies come up, but trying to stick to your schedule, not moving patients around all of the time, making sure you're starting on time, you're ending on time, you're explaining things to patients in ways that help them know that they're supported by you, that you understand what is going on with them. If a patient feels heard, if a patient feels like their concerns have been validated, if a patient feels like they can trust you and have confidence in you as a provider, that you're going to be able to treat them with the conditions or ailments or symptoms that they presented with, then they're likely to come back and book another appointment. Not only that, but they're also likely to refer other people to you. If you have patients that come in and they have a negative experience, right? You ran late, they're inconsistent, you're constantly asking them to change their appointment time, you're inconsistent on how long of a time you're leaving them on the table for, you didn't really explain anything to them, they don't feel confident in acupuncture, they don't even understand what it is you're working on, right? We know that there are some weird ways, I shouldn't say weird. We know that to somebody who has no understanding of Chinese medicine, some of the ways that we can treat patients with using all of our acupuncture points can feel very odd to patients, right? Like, why are you putting points in my ankles when I'm telling you that I have neck pain. We know that's a valid treatment, but patients don't understand that, right? So explaining to them, thinking from their perspective, does this patient need an explanation, or is this patient just like full buy-in, no problem? Making sure that your patients are having a positive experience helps so that anybody who now does come in the door to you is going to have a great experience with acupuncture. They're going to see, you know what, it's not scary. And actually, I felt really relaxed and I'm getting better. And I felt like I was heard and validated. And I have confidence in my provider that they're going to be able to help me. And a lot of times, if patients feel that, you'll notice that they'll come in to their next sessions and they're like, hey, what else can acupuncture help with? Because I'm feeling better and I wasn't really expecting to get I wasn't expecting to feel this much better this quickly. What else can we work on, right? And the more things you share with them, the more that they now have knowledge of what else you can help with. And then they have more of a knowledge base to then refer other people who might be dealing with those same things. So, these are two things that are so easy to do if you have the right systems. Making sure that the public is aware so that they can become patients of acupuncture, and then making sure that anytime you have an acupuncture patient, you're giving a positive experience. Because if you create awareness and that patient comes in and they don't have a positive experience, that doesn't do any favors for the practice as a whole, the medicine as a whole, right? We want patients to get results. We want patients to feel cared for. We want patients to feel seen. And if you can give patients a positive experience, they're more likely to go and spread the word to others. So, it's this like making sure you're getting people in the door, making sure there's awareness of what acupuncture can help with, and then making sure that you're taking care of those patients when they do come in and see you. If you are somebody who is like, yes, absolutely, I can totally do that, get going, start today. If you're somebody who's like, oh my gosh, that all sounds great, but I have no idea what to post. I need ideas for social media, or I'm busy and I want somebody else to have just made all of this stuff ahead of time for me. We have that in acupuncture practice systems. Or if you're somebody who's like, I don't even know where to begin for helping with time management. I have an issue with staying on time. I have an issue with being able to make sure that I'm being consistent in the treatment time that patients are on the table. Or I don't really know how to talk to patients to be able to make sure that I'm presenting myself in a confident way. I don't know how to answer patients' questions when they give pushback on their treatment plan. If those are some of the things that you're struggling with, we also work on that in acupuncture practice systems. The Roots membership, as well as the Flow membership, has access to coaching videos on how to have some of these conversations with patients so that you are able to help them, they are able to feel seen and heard, and that they will have confidence in you as a provider and continue to come back for care as well as refer other people. So if you're interested in the membership, we have the link in the description that you can click. You can go check it out, take a tour. If you are somebody who is not in need of the systems, not in need of the social media content, then I would say happy posting, happy sharing with awareness, and I wish you all of the luck, because all we need is more acupuncture patients, and we can't get those unless people know how amazing this medicine is and what we can help them with. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.